Hey sis, I know you're looking at this text message, so can't you just respond to me? Why are you continuing to ignore all my text messages and phone calls?
That's because I have nothing to say to you.
Come on. Why are you holding a grudge?
Are you saying that you don't know why I'm upset? Even though you did something that horrible to me? You're actually trying to pretend like you don't have any idea about this?
Oh, are you referring to the fact that I stole your fiance? Well, I'm so sorry about that. But unfortunately, he is all mine now, so I can't give him back to you. As a matter of fact, we even promised to get married soon. So you can just give up because there is no way he's coming back to you.
Can you just stop fooling around with me? How can you be so annoying? You've gone all the way to destroy my happiness, so what kind of attitude is that?
Nope, you're getting this all wrong. Because I'm not the one who destroyed it. You're the one who lost your fiancé, and it's completely your fault. You just got dumped because you're not attractive enough. So don't come blaming that on me, okay? Because that's just so miserable.
No, it's because you seduced my fiancé deliberately. I've always wanted to say this to you, but you know that you've always been like that from the past. You just like stealing men from their girlfriends, right? It's like such a bad habit you never can seem to quit, isn't it? Well, I didn't think it would go this far, affecting your actual sister, but you're just so helpless, you know?
What? How can you say such a thing to your little sister? Don't take a foolish rumor seriously.
As your sister, I've heard so many bad rumors about you stealing people's boyfriends from quite a while ago. I've even directly received a complaint from a girl who got her boyfriend stolen by you just because I was your big sister.
Oh, really? It's such a surprise to know that now. Well, why didn't you tell me about that before? I guess you were in charge of handling my complaints on behalf of me, weren't you? Well, I appreciate you for doing that for me.
Oh, you are so annoying. Do you know how I felt hearing those rumors and handling those complaints about you as your sister?
But you can't just blame everything on me, you know? Because if people really do have complaints, they should have told me directly in my face and not you. But I guess it's easier for them to say it to you because you seem to be more timid than me. Oh, I guess all women are just so palliative about these things. Well, that's why they're all stupid enough to get their men easily stolen by others. So I guess they deserve that anyway.
Oh, so now you do admit that you did steal men from others?
Nope. Just ignore what I just said.
Nope. I guess the reason why they come telling me is because they all know that it's no use talking to you directly.
Yeah, that may be true, because I don't really care if they even start yelling at me. Actually, it makes me get more excited if they get angry and continue to yell at me like that.
What? I can't believe that. You're just so insane to think like that, you know? Why does being yelled at by people make you feel more excited? I really just don't get it.
They yell at me because they're all probably just stressed out about that, right? Which means that I have won over that girl. That actually makes me excited. So I guess this is all about winning over other girls knowing that I'm the most attractive of them all.
Oh, whatever. But that's just so pathetic, you know? And that means that it's completely useless for me to yell at you about this either, so I'm not going to.
You can try yelling at me all you want, you know, because that's just going to get me more excited.
Oh, just forget about that, because I definitely don't feel like entertaining you at all.
Well then, why don't you just quietly withdraw from this? And just watch us get happy together, feeling envious about our marriage.
Well, unfortunately, I won't feel that way about you two. But I've just got to ask you, just tell me, why did it have to be him? I know that you could have caught any other guys out there, right? Why was it necessary to steal your sister's fiancé out of all the other guys out there?
Because, from my experience, there was no other high-status guy than your fiancé, right? He's so handsome and is the son of a wealthy man, right? He was just the perfect guy for me, which I have been searching for. If you're going to get married, you should definitely choose a man from a distinguished family. And of course, the richer, the better. Because whatever happens, his family is a strong backup and will be able to support me.
Oh, so I get it now. I guess this was just all about money. And you went all the way to steal your sister's fiancé just for money?
No matter what you or other people say, I do think that money is so important when it comes to marriage. I've always thought that I wanted to marry a rich man and live a better life since I was young. And that was just something I could never compromise about that condition. So I really appreciate you finding such a perfect husband for me, sis. Thanks to you, I've saved so much time and effort to have to search for my perfect future husband. I definitely wouldn't have met a guy like him if it weren't for you.
Just remember that I didn't find him for you. You just went ahead and stole him from me without my permission. But I guess I should blame myself that I didn't have the eye to judge that he was such a jerk to switch over to his fiancé's little sister. I definitely don't need such a pathetic guy, so he's all yours. I'm so glad that I didn't have to marry him.
Well, he's already my guy, you know. So don't try to insult him, okay? Don't worry, because I'll definitely live a happy life with him for you too.
Hey, Amy, I need to talk to you right now. What are you actually thinking? Why did you send me your wedding invitation?
Oh, so has the invitation already arrived? Because this is a big event for me that happens only once in a lifetime. So of course I want to be celebrated by my family. Because you're my sister and you're the one that helped us find each other. So I just want you to be there for me.
So you're actually saying that I have to see my little sister and my ex-fiance get married with my own eyes? I just can't believe this. How can you continue to do things like this to me? After making me go through all of this, how far do you have to go to make me feel miserable? And I know that you're just enjoying this, watching me feel this way.
Hey sis, don't tell me that you're still having trouble getting over this. It's already been a month, so can't you just let it go and forget about it? You're the one who said that you don't care about him anymore. So you need to start accepting the reality because there's nothing you can do to stop our marriage now.
Well, it's actually only been a month. However long it takes, I will never forget my resentment towards you.
Wow. I didn't know that you were such a narrow-minded person. Oh well, I can now see why you get dumped by men too.
Do you seriously think that people who go on to destroy other people's happiness can become happy? I just know that you're definitely going to have to pay for this someday and that you're going to regret this. So you'd better be really careful of what you say and do from now on.
Huh? What's that? Is this what you call a loser's whining? Even if you say such a thing, unfortunately, that's not going to hurt me at all. So it's just useless to do that to me, you know.
No, I'm definitely not whining, but I guess you're right about being useless talking to you any further. Because even if you have been going through all of this from the past, nothing actually seems to hit you anyway. You're probably just critically missing something important as a human. That's why you can do such a horrible thing to me and other people as well.
But don't you think your ex-fiance has also become happier now by switching over from you to me? Because I'm absolutely more beautiful than you, and good at getting around with people and the society, and I do believe I can work things out with his parents better than you. So I guess you should be happy for him to find a perfect wife like me.
What actually makes you think that you're so good at getting around? Don't you remember that you've been hated by so many people all throughout your life? I don't think that you're going to be able to change that fact, and that is definitely going to come back to you someday.
Women who are so attractive can help getting hated by other people, you know. So I guess I've gotten completely used to that and don't really care what those people think about me. Because humans are living creatures that envy people who are more happier than them. If you're so upset about having your fiancé stolen by me, why don't you go ahead and try to find a new guy? Finding a new guy is the best way to move on, you know. And actually, you might find a good guy if you attend our wedding.
Well, thanks for your offer, but I definitely don't need a boyfriend for a while.
Why don't you have him introduce you to one of his friends? He might actually have friends who are also rich, you know. So wouldn't that be just perfect for you?
No, I'm definitely not going to your wedding, so I guess you can just forget about that.
Really? Oh, come on. Well, there are 4 more months until the wedding ceremony, so why don't you take some time to think about all of this? Because you might even change your mind.
Hi, Yulia. I just contacted you checking up to see how you've been doing lately. I haven't heard from you for quite a while, but are you quite busy with work?
Hey, Mom. I'm sorry I haven't sent you any text messages recently. You must have been worried about me. Actually, I've been a bit busy these days.
Well, I hope you're doing okay with everything.
Yeah, don't worry. Everything's going fine.
Really? But you've heard that Amy's getting married. Honestly, don't you have any thoughts towards that?
Why do you think so?
Well, it's just a mother's instinct. Actually, Amy brought her fiancé over to our house today. He was such a nice person, but I just thought that his characteristics seemed to be similar to your fiancé you told me about. So, just tell me that. This is just a coincidence that you and Amy's fiancé seem to be similar, right? I just have this strange feeling.
Oh, now I see why you contacted me and are asking me about this. Mom, I'm so surprised that you still remembered about what I said to you before.
Of course I still remember about what you said. So, you were still getting along with your fiancé, right?
Actually, I'm not. And what you said is not a coincidence, Mom. Your instincts are absolutely right about this. The fiancé that Amy brought to you today is actually the guy I told you about and was going to have you meet someday. And we were actually planning to get married, but that just didn't happen as he met Amy. Isn't it so miserable to have my fiance actually get stolen by my little sister? I never imagined something like this happening to me, and honestly, I just don't know how to handle my feelings and overcome this tragedy now.
Oh dear, Yulia. No, that cannot be true. This must be a joke, right?
And, Mom, listen, to make things even worse, Amy just sent me her wedding invitation, and she asked me to attend her wedding.
What? Really?
I guess she just wanted to enjoy seeing me feel so miserable about this. I can't believe she can do such a thing to me. But I'm definitely not going to her wedding anyway. I'm so sorry, Mom, to talk to you about this when you should be happy for the family. I know this made you have complicated feelings about Amy's marriage and the relationship of the two of us now, but I just needed someone to talk about this.
Oh, Yulia, don't worry about me. I just don't know what to say. That must have been so tough for you.
Yeah, it was pretty tough for me, as I couldn't even talk to you about this. But Mom, I remember you always saying this to us. Since we're the only two sisters in the world, that we should always try and get along with each other. I've tried doing so, like you said, but I don't think I can take this any longer, and I've reached my limits. Even though she's my sister, I don't think I can bear with Amy's selfishness anymore.
So it sounds like this is not the first time you're trying to put up with this. Did you experience something similar with Amy before?
Actually, this is the first time I had my boyfriend stolen, but she's stolen many things in the past. Like toys, clothes, and accessories, you know? Amy just loves stealing things from people since she was young, and many people are suffering from that. And it's definitely not the first time she's stolen other people's boyfriends.
Oh, really? That's just so terrible.
But I didn't think she would go so far as to actually steal my fiance as well.
I can't believe this. How can she steal her sister's fiance too? I'm so disappointed to know that she was that stupid.
Well, that's a big surprise. I can't believe you would say such things and get so upset because you're usually so kind and don't get emotional about things.
Of course I'm upset, and I can never forgive her for doing this to you. So it's going to be all right, don't worry, because I will definitely attend the wedding, and I'm going to put your sister through hell.
Wait, Mom? I can't believe it. What did you just say? Is this really you, Mom?
Of course it's me. And I'm not kidding about this. You absolutely can't just give in and let both of them do this to you. I'm going to support you through, so let's just destroy this wedding and make revenge.
Yeah, but are you really sure about this? Amy is actually your other daughter, you know, and she's going to get married.
Of course I'm serious about this. She can't be forgiven by trying to become happy by making someone else sacrifice for it. They absolutely need to compensate for what they have done to you. And I'm definitely not holding back, even if it's my actual daughter. Because as her mother, I must show her what's wrong is wrong. So let's just make this all clear for her that she deserves to be punished about this.
But what are you actually going to do to her? Even if you try approaching her straightforward, you know that it's going to be useless because it's never going to hit her. Because she's got a lot of nerve, you know? It just has to be something really shocking to her if we're going to make her regret this.
Yeah, of course I know. She's my daughter after all. How about this? Since I know she's so particular about the wedding, I suppose making her lose face and embarrassing her at the wedding in front of her guest would be the most effective.
Yeah, I definitely agree to that. The wedding is the best place for the revenge, since it seems that they've been putting a lot of money into the wedding ceremony. Hey, wait. I think I have a good idea. Mom, I'll figure out how to work this plan out on my end, so could you just pretend to be on Amy's side and be supportive to her?
Hey, Yulia. Just look at the sky today. It's such a beautiful sunny day. Isn't it the perfect weather for our wedding ceremony?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Hey, sis, are you really not coming to our wedding today? I really did wish all of our family could celebrate my wedding together.
No, I'm not going, but Mom is attending the wedding, right? So isn't that enough for you?
Well, yeah. I guess as long as Mom can come, I'm happy with that. But I really wish you had come with her too, because I really wanted to show you our wedding. And just to let you know, I actually did tell Mom about the past relationship between you and him, because I knew that you had been telling Mom about your fiancé before. So I just thought I shouldn't keep this as a secret from her, since I knew that she would eventually notice about these things anyway. Although I thought that she would get angry about this. Surprisingly, she didn't get upset at all and just accepted the fact.
Oh, really? Is that so?
So I guess it means Mom is actually on my side, right? Sis, you've even been abandoned by your own mom now. You poor thing. I just don't know what to say and feel so sorry for you. But you can't help it, and I guess you're just going to have to live with it. Because it's a fact that I'm more prettier than you. You should start admitting that and accept it. And I can't blame Mom for choosing the better daughter.
Well, I guess that's true. If I've been abandoned by my fiance and even by my own mom, I will have to feel so miserable.
Well, that's pretty strange that you're accepting this situation. But I'm glad that you finally are.
And you know what? I'm becoming even more miserable. I'm so glad I chose not to go to your wedding. Because your friends are all posting pictures of the wedding venue on social. It looks like you're having a really luxurious wedding ceremony.
Oh, so you've seen the photos already? Well, yeah. It is going to be quite a big ceremony. Since his family is so rich, we just put so much money into this wedding ceremony. And it seems that his family is going to pay for all of the wedding ceremony fees.
Really? They're paying for all of the costs? Wow, they are really rich, aren't they?
They're saying that this wedding ceremony is their wedding gift to us. I'm so glad to be able to marry such a rich guy. And I'm going to continue to live a rich life, so how lucky am I?
Well, if you have such a reliable sponsor like that, I guess you can put in all the money you want into the wedding ceremony. You can just go ahead and choose all the options you wish without being concerned about the costs.
I know! So knowing that, I included everything I wanted, putting all the money into this, and just made this to become my perfect wedding ceremony. So I really wanted to show this ceremony to you too.
Well, thanks, but as I said, I'm fine with not attending your wedding, because I'll just continue to pray that your wedding goes well from here at home.
Huh? Of course my wedding will be just perfect and everything will go well. There is absolutely no doubt about that, so what are you saying?
Oh yeah, of course it will. Sorry to say such a strange thing at your best moment of life. Well, I wish you two happiness forever, and I do think you were meant to be together.
You suddenly seem like a good loser, and it's definitely scaring me. Did you perhaps go crazy or something? I'm so curious about what actually made you change your mind about this.
Oh, don't be silly, Amy. As your sister, I'm just simply trying to celebrate this happiest day for you, because it really is a happy day for our family, too.
Hey, Yulia? Just tell me, what have you done? I know that you've been teaming up with Mom all this time to do this to me, haven't you?
Amy, what's going on? Did anything actually happen to you or the wedding? And aren't you supposed to be in the middle of the wedding reception right now? I don't think you should be sending a text to me at a time like this, you know.
Hey, don't try to play dumb with me now. You cooperated with Mom to destroy our wedding, didn't you? How could you do such a thing to me at my wedding? And what was that video?
Oh, so you finally saw the video? It's a surprise video that Mom prepared just for you, and I appeared on it too. You did see lots of other people in it too, right? And you do recognize all of them, right? Because remember, they are all the victims who had their boyfriends stolen by you.
I can't believe you showed such a video at my wedding.
I guess everyone now knows what kind of a person you really are.
The whole wedding went into a panic because of that, you know. And thanks to you, the wedding had to be canceled in the middle of the reception.
What? You didn't have to cancel it. Why don't you just continue the wedding? Since you've got such a nerve to steal others' boyfriends, I would think you wouldn't mind continuing your wedding even in a situation like that.
Do you know that his parents just got furious seeing this? Rich people just hate being insulted about their reputation, you know. And you know our boss from our companies were attending the wedding too. I just don't know what will happen to my career either. I can't believe both you and Mom can do such a horrible thing to me on the happiest day of my life. How are you going to take this responsibility?
As I do know this was a horrible thing to do, I had to go this far to make you regret about everything you've done to me. I knew that it would be just useless to blame you straightforward, so I had no choice but to humiliate you in front of your guests at your wedding. So, what are you actually going to do now about your wedding and marriage under this condition? Do you really think that his parents will let you get married to him after going through all of this?
Well, that's what I'm trying to persuade them now.
What? Persuade them? Well, that's going to be totally meaningless. Because it seems that Mom has already discussed directly with his parents about your marriage. I just got a text message from her now that she's settled this matter with them.
So, that was what she was doing at my wedding. I was wondering where she went because I couldn't find her anywhere. But I guess she was seeing his parents.
I feel so sorry that the matter is getting even worse for you, but in addition, I have more bad news I need to tell you. Unfortunately, it seems that his parents are not going to pay for the wedding fee at all, knowing all about this now.
What? No, that can't be true. Well, then who is going to pay for that?
I heard that you spent as much as $100,000 on this wedding. That is just so surprising. But unfortunately, you're the one who's going to have to pay back this expensive wedding fee on your own now.
You just went ahead and destroyed my wedding, and now you're saying that I have to pay for all of this by myself? That's so insane, and that's just not fair. You know that I don't have that kind of money, and it's impossible for me to pay for all of this.
Oh yeah, that's right. I just remembered. I've noticed that you've always been spending money wastefully and had some debt. Don't tell me you still haven't paid that off and still have some debt left. In addition to that, if the expensive wedding fee invoice comes, then I guess you're just going to be hopeless.
Oh, this is all such a barefaced lie. I know that you planned all of this knowing that I was tight financially and still had debts, didn't you?
Yeah, of course I did.
And isn't Mom so horrible to team up with you? I can't believe she is a mother that can destroy her daughter's happiest wedding.
Hey, don't get this wrong. Because remember, you're the one who started this first, destroying my happiness. It seems that you completely misunderstood Mom was on your side, but that's totally wrong. Because when I told her about what you did to me, she was more angry about this than me. I've never seen her so furious in my whole life, and it seems that she just couldn't forgive you.
It's even the first time for me, too. I've never seen Mom look at me with such cold eyes.
And for your information, unfortunately, Mom has decided to cut off the relationship with you, and so am I. So you're going to have to handle this all by yourself.
Hey, wait! You need to help me pay back the money because this is all your fault.
Huh? Why do I have to pay for it?
This is going to ruin my whole life. There will probably be bad rumors about me as everyone has seen this video, and there will be no one who I can rely on. I just don't know what to do.
Well, I'm sorry, but I refuse. Because I'm not going to have any relationships with you anymore, so don't even try relying on me. And I can't believe you still have the nerve to ask me to help you out after going through all of this.
Please, Yulia, you've got to help me out.
Like I said, I am definitely not going to help you out, so you should just give up on that. So why don't you have your rich husband help you pay for all the wedding fees? Because since he's also rich, that should be no problem for him, right?
Unfortunately, that's probably not possible for him, because it's his family that is rich, and he actually doesn't have that much money by himself. And what makes the situation worse is that his parents are also trying to cut off their relationship with him too, because it seems that his mother didn't like the fact that he was cheating with me while he was dating you.
Oh, is that so? Isn't that such a pity for him too? Well, that's a relief to know that his rich parents at least have a proper sense of understanding. So why don't you two just get doomed and live a happy life together? Because you did get married and exchanged wedding vows to love and cherish each other in sickness and in health, to have and to hold from this day forward. Right? After that, it seems that my little sister's wedding had been canceled after all. Amy and her fiance eventually broke off the marriage, arguing against each other with such a helpless matter of which one is to blame for this incident. It seems my sister and her fiance settled to pay each half of the wedding fee. And of course, there will be no financial help or support from their rich parents for the canceled wedding fee. To make matters worse, my sister's fiance had eventually lost trust from his boss as well, and had to give up his promotions for a successful career. And as Amy had such a big amount of debt to pay off, she also started taking an additional job to work during the night as well. The incident at the wedding had spread across to be known as a really humiliating story for Amy, and unfortunately she had to give up on all of her past relationships she had built with people around her. However, as she needed to continue to pay off her debt, she couldn't simply quit her main job because of that. So even though she continued to feel humiliated at her workplace, she had no choice but to bear with it and keep working at the same company even under that situation. And now, Amy and her fiancé have both been cut off by their relationship with their parents, as they can't ask for further support from either of their families because they're completely on their own now trying to pay off their debts. As I moved back into my parents' house, I'm currently living together with my mother now. Although my mother tries to cheer me up, saying that I will probably be able to fall in love again with someone. I'm still trying to gradually recover from my hurt feelings, so I really don't feel like going into a serious relationship for a while after going through all of this, being betrayed by my actual little sister and ex-fiancé. It's not like I'm giving up on the marriage, but I just want to be more careful about choosing my partner and my future waiting ahead. Because I know that getting married to a perfect husband and living a happy life is going to be the best revenge towards my sister. Thank you for watching Peep Talk videos. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, feel free to leave any comments. Please visit us again to check out the next video.